so much for joining me on Books on Booktok. How are you keeping?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to
I'm
be
so
here.
excited to have you on. Sarah, we would love to know. Oh, I'm after knocking the camera. We would love to know all about your TikTok journey, who you are on TikTok, what it is you post about, what genres you like, and what it was that inspired you to start your TikTok account.
Yeah, I'm Sarahlee, but it says Axora HLEA. I don't know. You can link it or something. I don't know how
Yeah.
to say it. So I was actually a weight loss account before.
Oh,
And yeah, and then I seen Sarah post Snapchats of like her books and stuff like that. They're talking about books. I was getting recommendations from her, and then she said that I should actually start a book talk, and then I was said no. That's not for me. No, no, no. I can't talk to a camera. So it actually then went way back, and we started the book club before I started a book talk. So
wow.
yeah, so it wasn't until I seen everybody in person. A lot of people came from TikTok because they knew Sarah, and I
Yeah.
thought, yeah, I want to get involved in this here. So with Sarah's help, I started a book talk. My favorite genres are pitch black, horror, erotica, the depraved,
Yeah.
dirty stuff, and fantasy, romantasy is my
Oh,
favorite stuff. So yeah,
yeah.
Sarah is
Yeah.
thanks to Sarah from my book talk.
What was it that initially started your reading journey? Were you a Harry Potter child? Were you Twilight? What did you always read when you were younger and take a break and then go back to it in adulthood? Because I found that's kind of the general consensus every time I'm talking to somebody. Is that like
Yeah.
they were mad into reading when they were younger and then they stopped for a little period of time and then they get back into it. Was that the case with you too?
So it's actually a bit controversial, especially speaking to you, but I was never a Harry Potter stan. Yeah, I know.
Heartbroken.
I did like the Twilights, but I was more of a Michael McCurgo kind of girl.
Oh, okay.
I read all his books, and then I just was just reading a lot of thrillers. Had children, stopped reading for about 6 years, and then got back into, I think it was the Insatiable series that I seen Sarah post on Snapchat, and
Oh,
that
Kate, me too.
opened doors to me. That took me away from the thriller and into different genres. And from there, then I tried A Court of Thorn and Roses. I DNF'd that about 6 times. It took me a year to read the first one. It was so terrible. That was my first fancy. I was like, I can't read this, but I kept going back to it, and then it became loved and beloved to me. Again, opening doors to different genres. And then from there, I met Harley back at Books and Ball Gowns, and that kicked off my pitch black career.
Well, tell us about Harley because she seems like a dote.
So she was actually talking on a panel about Pitch Black with Melody Mode, I think it was,
Okay,
and
yeah.
she was shaking like a wee leaf, and I was like, "There's no way this woman writes what she writes,"
Okay.
but she held herself really well. I thought, yeah, her books actually sound fantastic. Went up and bought 4 of them. The
Yeah.
rest history.
I love Fatal Collision and Midnight Chase. Oh my
Oh,
God. Oh,
oh,
yeah.
ripped my heart right out of my chest. Like
Yeah,
that
that
woman is
ending was something
right,
else.
and she's the
Yeah.
sweetest woman ever.
Wow. I
Yeah.
can't believe you got to meet her. She seems like such a joke because she's really interactive with her readers as well, and she's always commenting and posting, and she'll private message you if you share stuff as well. She seems really, really nice.
She's so lovely. She really is. She
Yeah.
deserves it. And then when you meet an author that is, friendly and nice to you, it just makes you want to support them and buy their work and read their work. So that was the case. I found she, out of all the panels, out of all the authors at the Books and Ball Gowns, she was the most forthcoming, the most nicest. And obviously, she wasn't even one of the smallest either. She was still quite big. I just hadn't heard of her before then. But yeah, she's my heart and soul.
So let's talk about the book club. You help run That's What She Read with
Mhm.
Sarah and Amy.
Yes.
You run it once a month. Am I correct in saying that it's once a month?
Yep.
Once a month. And is it a thing that like it's a regular, like you've regular people coming, or can like people that have never been to a book club before come, or how is it that you actually run your book club?
So it's actually really good in the sense that about 50% of our members are people that from TikTok, avid readers that just want to meet like-minded people in real life, and the other half is about people that haven't even picked up a book before. Like one of my best friends, Anna, she comes and she hadn't read a book before then. Now she's got a bookcase
Wow.
cracking on. Again, my friend Carrie, she'd never read a book. She is a heavy party girl, and she is changing her party nights for a Nightwear book now. So it is so good to see. We have old women that have only read, you know, the thrillers like I had, being, you know, what's the word? Introduced to the world of different genres. So when we had the Harley Back book one month, this I think she was in her 70s. This woman in her 70s absolutely loved this book. Like, she could not believe what she was reading. So it's so interesting to see, and it's a good way to get into new genres, a good way to get into a new hobby and to meet new people. So it is a nice melting mixing pot.
Yeah, that's amazing. How did you come up with the idea for the book club?
We were actually going to go to one in Portadown from another girl, but she had randomly moved to online only for the time being before I could get my first one. So I messaged her on Snapchat and was like, you could do this. And she's like, I can't do this. I was like, you can do this. And she's like, you do it with me. And I said, I'll be a silent partner. And then obviously it's just took off from that. And then on our first meeting, Amy helped us set up. And it would just gel so well that it's just kind of snowballed into the three of us running it together.
Oh, how do you pick a book of the month then? Is it just something that you'll pick together, or does everybody get a say in the book that you're going to read that month? Or
yes, our members will all put in suggestions in the hat. We'll pick those out, and then as a group, we'll vote between the last three picked. We'll vote on the book people want to read. So different genres every month.
Amazing. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Going back to your Booktok, Sarah, how do you find the Booktok community in Ireland?
In Ireland, I think I must be on the right side of Booktok, because I actually think it's the most incredible, supportive place, especially with the Irish ones. I think they just immediately feel like family. And there is no divide between the North and the South. I don't think everyone is just an Irish Booktok creator, and it's just it's wonderful. It really is. I just genuinely love the Irish Booktok creators.
Yeah, I think that, like you said, like, I think it's amazing that there's never a divide between any of us when it comes to the North and the South. That doesn't even come into question.
No.
And everybody just gets on so well, and the support, and I always say it, the support that we get from the girls up north is next to none. Absolutely next to none. How do you juggle kind of your family life and then trying to make content for the week? Do you batch record your content, or are you kind of just a spur of the moment, I have an idea, I'm going to roll with it?
So I'm kind of a mixture of two. Recently, I've been off the train with TikTok. I've let my content down a bit, but when I'm on the ball, I'll get inspired, I'll sit down to video one particular thing, just kind of spur of the moment. And then it kind of snowballs effect, where then I'm like, oh, while I'm in the mood, let's just get a book, write down everything I need to record and do it that way. So a bit of both. I'll do it at spur of moment. I'll have to be in the right mood to video. And then from there, I'll get a wee bank of videos together.
Do you find the pressure on say the Booktok app that, like, if you're not posting every day, that your views are going to drop and your engagement is going to drop? Do you feel that pressure, or are you just you go with the flow?
Absolutely. Because I've been kind of mixing my content up a little bit, but before that, when I was just solely Booktok content, I did get that pressure, and it did put me off Booktok on TikTok for quite a while. So I've just dropped that, and I am just doing TikTok solely for my enjoyment, my fun, and to engage with the people I want to engage with, because my engagement is down, but the engagement I have is more personal. So I am enjoying it a lot more this way.
Yeah. What would be your favourite author of all time?
Harley Back, for sure.
Harley Back. Oh yeah. What's your favourite book that she wrote?
My favourite book that she wrote is Come Out Wherever You Are. That was the one that changed my whole world. And then I passed it to my sister, and she's even more depraved than I am. That has ruined her as well. So she's in the massive place. Everyone I come in contact with, I recommend her books to. Like, I can't believe her writing, her stories. I absolutely love her. I love her writing. I love her style, and I love her books. I fly through them.
Yeah, she's a favourite of mine as well. She really is. Can we talk about Belfast Books and Ballgrounds? You actually went to the last event that Nikita had organised. How did you find the event?
Oh my God, it was incredible. I'd actually, because I was new to the Booktok kind of side of things, they were talking about it at a book club one day, and Sarah was like, do you want to go? I was like, that doesn't sound like anything that would interest me. No thanks. And then it was like 2 days before we got a call. Somebody had messaged Sarah on TikTok saying she can't go to the ball because she's sick. Do we want her tickets? So obviously we were like, well, yeah, of course. So I'm glad that happened, because I wouldn't have even went to the signs or anything like that there. And it was absolutely the most fantastic experience. Nikita done really, really well with it. The whole day flows so amazing. I had no critiques whatsoever, and the ball was absolutely fantastic. So I really
Yeah.
can't wait to do next year. Next year, yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
next year.
you're going to be one of the influencers at it. How
Yeah.
fantastic! Yeah.
Yeah, me and Sarah are going to be influencers at it. What authors were at it last year? I think Leah Rivers was at it last year, wasn't she?
No, she's going to be at
No?
it next year.
Oh, she's at it this year. No,
Yes.
not this year, next
So,
year. She's there next year.
Penelope Douglas.
Oh,
Hopefully,
wow.
hopefully she's not going to be back. We had Raven Kennedy. She was
Right. We need that, right? That reaction now needs an explanation, Sarahlee. What?
So Penelope, I was shaking meeting her. She was the one I was so excited to meet,
Okay.
Sarah, because we had the girls' gold tickets. We were one of the first
Mm.
in, and we went up to her with our books to sign. She doesn't even look at you. She goes like this here, grabs the book, slides it to her assistant, and then goes like this here and right. And I go, what did I say to her? What did I say to her? I said something like, oh, I said, you've released the freak in me. And she just went,
Well, I'm Sarahlee, right?
me and Sarah wanted the ground to open up and swallow us both. We couldn't believe it. But I was speaking to other people. They all had the same experiences. Her assistant fell out with her and left her.
You
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
I'm really shocked because I actually quite like her as an author, and I obviously couldn't get tickets for the event that time. I was only after starting my book like kind of journey as well. In around that time that the event had started and there was no tickets left. There was no tickets left, so I couldn't even get a day ticket to it. So I was raging I couldn't go because I really would have queued up like to meet her, but like
she'd left like hours before the signings were even over as well. Like,
did she not even stay for the ball? No.
No, she didn't even stay for like the rest of the signings. So people would have times to go to her, and she just left.
Wow.
Yeah, I think she was the
Wow.
only thing that kind of she didn't let the event down because the event was incredible. But Penelope let Nikita down for her behavior. Like for sure, I thought it was just me. Maybe she hasn't warmed up. But I was actually speaking to somebody at the book club a few months later. My sister was telling about my experience. She's like, I had the same one with her in Manchester.
Oh wow. So she's kind of known for being this blunt, like.
Yeah, it was
That's
just
really disappointing, isn't it?
yeah, especially because
That's
she's a
really,
VIP author.
yeah. Raven Kennedy was there as well, wasn't she?
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
Well,
she was
did you meet
lovely.
Raven Kennedy?
Yeah, she was lovely. It's kind of a shame because none of us, except for one of us, I think maybe Sarah, had read her book. So
Okay.
we're all, but she is so lovely, and I actually can't wait to read her series.
Yeah. The Guild series, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I have it on the TBR. It is going to be read. I'm actually going to try and get to it towards the end of the month because I'm trying to get through the Lady Darkness series as well. And I'm in the middle of Daggermount as well. So I want to kind of,
Wrap them up.
I think I'm going to do her series. I've heard so much about it. And Jessica was saying to me, you have to read it. You have to read it. So I think I
But
might
it's a
take
big
into it.
commitment. Does it how many books? It's a commitment.
I think six. I think there's six in it.
Yeah.
But
Six. So there's
Sarahlee
six.
now, Throne of Glass now. Come on, Throne of Glass is big as
A
well.
year to get through that. I'm still on here afar.
Oh my God, are you still on Air of Fire?
Yeah. It's
Wow.
taken me. I just don't want to fly through it. I want to savor it.
Okay. Yeah. No, look, that's fair. That's fair. I'd be the same. I've reread them 3 times.
Jesus.
And I only read it for the first time last year.
I have never reread a book in my life. Never
Have
will.
you not? You're one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah, one and done. That's okay though. Loads of people are like that.
Yeah. Always have intentions. Like Fourth Wing is a really highly rated book of mine because it was the first fantasy book I actually loved. I do have intentions to reread that, but I don't know if I will.
I wasn't too mad about Onyx Storm.
See, I didn't finish it actually. It's one of my favorite fantasy series. I stopped reading before it got bad because I can't leave on the bad note and then wait for our next book. So to me, it's just all happy and rainbow and sunshines.
Yeah, okay. We will let you think that.
Yeah,
I know, look, it's not bad. It's not a bad book. It's really not a bad book. But for me, it kind of feels like a filler book.
and it was so heavy on the random like war strategies or something. I don't know. It was just
very political, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in that. Sarahlee, have you had much opportunities and stuff from doing your Booktok accounts? Have you had much PR opportunities or
Yes,
nice book
absolutely.
mails from authors?
Even when I was I still am a small time creator, but whenever I had like 2,000 followers, I started getting PR from HarperCollins, SNS. I can't say their real name. And I actually got invited to a children's book opening night in Belfast. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. But yeah, the author reached out to me and invited me up to that there. So yeah, I say if anyone is wanting to start a Booktok, start it, because the opportunity is there from the get-go, and I'm very, very fortunate and appreciative of everything I've received. I actually did this series where I'm trying to read all the books I've been given, because I felt really bad of them just sitting gathering dust. So I think I'm pretty much caught up to date with them all. I've given them the reviews and I've read them all. But yeah, the opportunities have been absolutely incredible from the get-go.
What is your favourite PR kind of mail that you've received, or author mail? Have you had a favourite one that came in door? What has been your like pinch me, like, oh my God, I can't believe I got this? Like,
it was actually, I can't say this title. I'm awful with words. Not to Katie by Carrie Lake.
oh, wow.
So yeah, so I got that there. I received that there from Penguin.
Yeah.
I received that from them, and yeah, that was a pinch me moment, because it is such a big book, I find. Wasn't a free sample. I have got those off TikTok, and I think that is just luck of the draw with those. But this one, they needed people to read it, review it, and post it. So I did feel like that was a bit of a pinch me moment.
Can you can do TikTok shop, can't you, up the north?
Oh, you
Ah,
can't.
okay. We can't. Yeah.
So about half of mine will come from the HarperCollins
Wow.
TikTok shop. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know that, because we can't do that down here. They don't let us down here, not even the HarperCollins one. You can't. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's got to do with the yeah, it's got to do with the TikTok regulations. They don't do it down south. Like, we don't get paid for like any content or anything like that. Or bar say like you get like a paid campaign from publishers, but like other than that, like, and I always say that's where we're so disadvantaged. Even when it comes to like Bloomsbury, the content creator circle, I've been in that circle. I remember when I first started my Booktok, and it was all I wanted. I wanted to hit that 3K so that I could go and apply to the content creator circle, and I felt like a superstar when I got in. I was like, yes, I can't believe it. Like, delighted with myself. Every month that newsletter comes, and every month there's not a pink parcel at my door.
Going back to the other question, that was a pinch me moment. My Bloomsbury package, that was a really, really, like, I can't believe I got this, and I don't think I'll ever get it again.
Look at her bragging now. Look, she's bragging. Yeah. I'm still looking for the postman every single day to see if they got a pink parcel, and there's still nothing, month after month. maybe this year.
Notorious for being so hard to get. Like, I don't know what their criteria is.
I don't know. I think it's just because we're Irish based as well. I think it's got to do with the shipping costs and stuff. It's probably a lot of it. Yeah, because I've had like loads of like times where publishers would email me and be like, we'd love to send you a copy of this book, and I have emailed back and I've never seen a copy of the book, and I put it down to it's probably the shipping costs and stuff, do you know, that sort of way.
Possibly, yeah.
How do you choose a book to post about? So do you plan for the week? Do you
So I am a very chaotic person. I can't write reviews because my thoughts are like, I'm going to spoil this entire book for everybody. So if I can get enough thoughts together for a semi-decent review, that book is getting posted. But most of the time I sit and think about a book. I'm like, I don't know what to say about this. Like, why did I talk about this? So if I find a book that I can talk about, that's when I'll post a video on.
I find if I find it hard to actually put the words together for a review on a book, I will literally just do like a music video. And
or like a wee bit of typing, or like a wee quick star. Yeah.
And just have the tropes and stuff on it instead, like, because, and you know, it's very time consuming as well to sit there and like, I would batch record. So like, if I sit down on a Sunday to actually record content for the whole week, I could be there for 3 or 4 hours, and people would think that like, oh, you're banging out these videos in 2 minutes. Lads, you do not see what goes on behind the scenes. Because
No, for every 1 minute of footage I've got about 20 minutes of me sitting in silence trying to think of what to say.
yeah, or like stumbling on my words, not being able to pronounce things properly, saying the wrong name, saying the wrong thing. And like, listen, I do that anyway, even without like
Yeah, so
having to
yeah.
record. Like I was on Instagram, I'm on Instagram as well, and I had set out for the week my content and had it all scheduled, and I had just switched over to kind of using my laptop and stuff and my camera, and it was the first week that I was like trialing all my new equipment and I had everything set in stone. And what did I do? I went and I mixed up 2 different books. So like I had like on the laptop written notes for each book of what I was going to actually put in the review, and I copy and pasted it into the wrong feckin' book.
Oh,
And the
no.
author literally commented underneath it, and she was like, that's not my book. And I was like, oh no. I had to text her privately, and I'm like, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was like, I got mixed up like with like, you know, the post that I had scheduled, and I was like, I actually had copy and pasted her one onto a different book as well. So I suppose it was a good thing that she actually did tell me,
Yeah.
because the other book was wrong as well. But it's just, I'm so chaotic as well, Sarahlee. Like the organizational skills are zero. And then when I do try to be organized, I nearly overexert myself and I don't get it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot. Like I think people look at everybody on Booktok or even do normal content. I actually nearly think it's harder to do normal content. I honestly used to look at content creators and just kind of like roll my eyes a lot of the time. But I have a lot of respect for them, to be honest with you, because it is not an easy job. It's really
I
not.
find, because I do a bit of mixture of normal content on Booktok now, I find the normal content easier because it's just me, whereas the Booktok is me. But when I'm trying to put across, especially if I really like a book and I'm trying to put across that I really like this book, this is why, it's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure as a Booktok reviewer to do a good review. Like,
Yeah, no,
it
there is,
is
especially if you've been gifted the book, especially if you've been gifted the book.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Or if
you.
it's an ARC or if it's an indie author, you want to get it right for them.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I get that. It's like I'm the same with my indie reads. They're probably the only videos that I'll do that will be me talking. I never put like a music or typing on for them, because I just feel like if an author is going out of their way to actually gift you their physical copy of a book, like it's a blessing to even get an e-arc of their book. Like, but if they're sending you a physical copy as well, like you want to put in that effort for them and you want to try and help promote their books. Like, so I always try and make it a little bit more of an effort for the indie authors, and I always try and push out indie authors as much as I can, because, and I've said this in a previous post, like the likes of like your big authors, Sarah J. Maas, Rena Kent, none of them are looking at your content, lads. None of
No.
them are going to be, like you can tag them till the cows come home. They're not going to be engaging with you. They're not going to be interacting with you. Like it's their PA sitting behind a computer.
Yeah.
So I kind of find for the likes of the indie authors, because this is where our big, like Sarah J. Maas was an indie author once upon a time.
That's it.
This is where our big authors are coming from. So
Yeah. The one that wrote Daggermouth, they're just getting indie published now, or they're getting traditionally published now, so they were an indie author.
Sarahlee, I went on to Amazon, right? I went on to Amazon to purchase that book, right? That morning before it was announced. It was €19, right? And I was like, do you know what? Don't need it. I'll wait till next week. I'll wait till payday. Got announced then that it was going to be trad published. And I went back on. I was like, crap, I may buy it now. Do you know how much it was on Amazon for then?
I don't even want to know.
€43.
Oh, thank God it wasn't. I bought it.
€43.
I bought it for £16.99. But it's whether or not it'll show up is a different question.
Where did you order it from?
Amazon.
Okay, I actually ended up ordering it from the Bristol, and it cost me €38. Don't tell my husband.
That's still so bad. That doesn't make me sick. And because it's a book I've already read as well, like.
Yeah, and I haven't finished it yet. Like I'm only 20% in at the minute. Haven't finished it yet. Now I am enjoying it, but I'd be raging if I finish it and I don't like it. Could you imagine?
that's almost 2 special editions. It's not
Yeah,
even
yeah.
special edition.
Do you collect special edition books, Sarahlee?
I have one row of shelves because I get
Mm.
furry loot. I don't collect a lot of special editions. I just here and there I'll get one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a sucker for them now, I have to say. What's your
And I
favorite one that's on your shelf?
my favorite one, let me think. Oh, the Zodiac Academy one, 100%. My
Yes,
sister got me it for
yeah.
my birthday. Oh my god, it's my pride and joy.
Yeah, I have the Monditch Blue Chair. I'm probably butchering that, but they're a German company, and it's up there like on my shelf. It's absolutely stunning. Now they've released the other three since, and my birthday is coming up, and I was like, husband. So he's gonna get me the other three, so I'll be up to date with them. But they're absolutely stunning. They're probably one of my favorite special edition companies. That and Libristo. Now I know Libristo is not a special edition company, but if you want a special edition, they are absolutely fantastic to order from. They get all the ones from America as well. I'm a
Yes.
sucker. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Anytime I go on the internet, I'm Googling them and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, you need to stay away. Do you think they're a waste of money or do you think it's.
To no, well, no, they're a collection. It's
Mm,
they're not gonna deplete in value if
yeah,
you look after them, but that's not gonna happen. So with my Zodiac Academy, it was like 40 something pound for one book, and not there. Then I had to get it shipped to England and then shipped to here, because it
wow.
doesn't directly ship here. Um, so it is a bit of a hassle to get. But when I have all 9 of them books, is there 9 of them? Something like that. When I have all that whole set, when they're eventually all released, I'm going to spend a couple of £100 collecting the set, but that'll be worth a lot of money. So,
Yeah, yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think.
but if you're
Will,
mindlessly just buying the trendy things, I think then it kind of gets like, why are you doing that? Like,
yeah,
you're
like the
not able to
vintage,
appreciate it.
like vintage absolutely rots me.
Oh,
Resellers absolutely rot me. See that book over there, that alchemized book, okay? Now, it's not one of my favorite Fairy Loot editions, okay? It was my most anticipated read last year, and it was my biggest letdown. Fairy Loot really, really let me down now last year. Sorry, lads, now, but they did. I wasn't happy with that book. I thought the white edging wasn't. It should have been a bit darker for what it was because it's a dark fantasy. But that is still up on Vinted for €300. Sorry? I
who's
put that up for a giveaway.
paying?
I was like, are you for real? That's up for a giveaway. I was like,
That's
€300.
mental. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
People
And I
use
did, I actually popped it up on Vinted. When I got it, I knew I wasn't going to like it because I'd obviously seen it
yeah.
all over TikTok and stuff. I knew I wasn't going to like it. So I actually was putting it up, I knew I was putting it up on Vinted. And I did. I put it up on Vinted the day I got it and I had it up for €35 because that was the price that it cost me to actually get it here. And it sold within, I'd say, 10 seconds of me having it up. And for a day or two, right, I had the, do you know the way they send you the address thingy, right?
Yes,
I had that
yes.
printed off. But for a day or two, I sat there and like something was not sitting right with me. I was like, no, I was like, I don't know about this now. I don't know if I should be selling it. I was like, I don't know. Like, so I went and I had a look at the buyer's profile. They were a reseller.
Oh,
I was
sickening.
like, yeah, I was
That
like,
would
no,
have
I
been
actually
good in your
cancelled it.
pocket.
Yeah, I ended up cancelling it. Then I was like, I'm not giving that to you. I'd rather give it away for free than
If somebody
actually
that
give
would
it to you
appreciate it, yeah.
because you're going to profit off my book.
Yeah.
It's like, no, no, because it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, where would you be going paying €300 or €400 for a book? Like,
No. I see, I think I'm one of the far and few between where there's not been a special edition I've wanted even remotely that much to
yeah,
pay even a little bit over the odds. Now in saying that I have the Froilute When the Moon Hatched or Loch Library When the Moon Hatched, and that's an absolutely gorgeous edition.
it
And
is. Yeah,
I'm keeping my subscription for that going to get the next one. If I don't get that, I will probably look elsewhere just to complete the set. But other than that,
I have the Polish version of that. Right.
it is stunning.
I think I'm actually going to outright for or Loch Library. 1 second till I show you this. Right. Ugh. Let me take this down for you. Okay. So I go to Poland every
Mm-hmm.
September. They have an amazing, like, sprayed edges are standard in Poland, okay? I went in the shop and I bought this, right?
Stunning.
But I am actually going to be out in Loch Library because it's the very sound of it.
It's what?
I think it's the very same as the Loch Library one.
I actually thought that was the Loch Library one until you
Yeah.
showed me the front. Yeah.
So like I was kind of irritated because I was like, now they have the map on the inside. I was kind of irritated then because I was like, Jesus, they didn't really
Do
get that
much.
creative. No,
Yeah.
they didn't do that much at all. I think it just has the map on the back of it as well. I didn't really think that they'd done too much with it, Sarahlee, to be honest with you. I was kind of like,
To be
no,
honest, I
lads.
think Loch Library isn't worth it. I got like 4 books from them, and I've just been skipping my subscription ever since because it's just letdown after letdown after letdown, really.
Yeah, yeah. I'm contemplating letting go of my adult fairy loot, to be honest.
Oh, I've got the YA fantasy one, and I absolutely love that. Every single book.
Oh my God. The book, the YA book that you got this month, oh, it was
Oh my
stunning.
God, it was so
Yeah,
different as well. I haven't been let
yeah.
down
I
at all.
actually ended up cancelling mine. And it was just because obviously my husband was out of work and stuff. So I actually cancelled my YA one. And I'm absolutely raging that I had to because my favourite book on my shelf was Air Storms that they released last year. It's absolutely stunning. They always have a really nice YA book.
They
I'm
do, yeah.
always really impressed. Like, so I'm raging
And
at
I
that.
love
Have you,
YA.
yeah, yeah. Have you any other book subscriptions?
Just the Loch Library and the Furry Loot.
Yeah,
But again, I don't get the Loch Library unless it is a specific release.
yeah,
But no, I don't have any inclination to join any more lists or anything like that. They're like, to me,
yeah.
that's enough. Otherwise, I'm never going to read them. I'm never going to appreciate them all. And it is going to stress me out because my TBR already at the minute is too big. Never mind additional books and additional books. I just won't have the
Do,
space to love them.
do, you, do you read your special editions, Sarahlee?
I've been starting to, yeah.
Wow, I don't touch them.
Really? Well, the first one I got, the first special edition I ever ordered was Immortal Consequences from Waterstones. And obviously, I absolutely loved that book. But yeah, I read the physical books of it.
Oh, wow. So do you actually prefer to read a physical book over an ebook?
Yes, and I prefer a hardback specifically
Amazing.
over that.
Amazing. I think you're the only person that I've spoken to doing this that has actually said to me that they prefer to read a physical book, and I love that. I think technology takes over everything. Don't get me wrong, it's great to be able to, you know, like hop on a plane or be in the car and have my Kindle and be able to read, like, but there's something so like atmospheric, is that the word? I don't even know if that's the word.
Yes.
But there's just something, the ambience of actually sitting down with a book.
See, because most of my reading is done on my Kindle because I'm reading while I'm laying beside trying to get my children to sleep and stuff like
Yeah.
that there. I feel like an actual physical book is kind of like a special treat. Like, yes, I can actually just put my phone to the side because if I'm on the Kindle, I feel like I'm just going between devices and stuff like that there, or I'm reading on my phone and flicking through apps. Whereas if
Yeah.
I'm actually reading a physical book, I can just set everything away from me and fully just immerse myself a bit more. Rather than getting distracted. And I find with the Kindle as well, I skim a bit when I'm reading, whereas I can't really do that with physical books. So
Yeah, well, that's fair. Do you think you'll come back doing Booktok full time, or do you think that you prefer to do just your ordinary everyday content?
I think a bit of mixture of both. Like I said, I struggle actually putting my reviews into words. So
Yeah.
apart from that, there's only a certain amount of videos you can put up book related. So I do
Yeah.
enjoy them. It does keep the fun for me in TikTok rather than just focusing solely on Booktok. But yeah, I do like making the videos again now with the books and stuff like that there. So that love is coming back. So you never know.
So, final question I'm going to ask you before we run into your last now next and your quick fire questions. What advice would you give to somebody who is looking to start a Booktok account?
Just do it. Do it, do
Yeah.
it, do it. And if you need to write out a speech of what you're going to say, and if you need to take a breath while you're videoing, it doesn't matter. Just do it. You will not regret it. I don't know anybody that regrets setting up a Booktok. It opens amazing doors. It gives amazing friendship connections. Like, that is the biggest thing for me, is the friends I've made on Booktok has been absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, just do it. Do it.
Yeah, I kind of find we're all the same, aren't we? Really, like you'd be very surprised with the amount of people who'd sit there and tell you that they struggle massively with anxiety. We're very antisocial, but yeah, we'll all read and jump on the internet and talk about it, and we're all besties.
Yeah. That's it.
But I agree with you.
I'm riddled with anxiety. Make it make sense.
Yeah, yeah. I'm the same though as well. Like I'm very antisocial. And then I come on the internet and I'm talking about these books, like, and yeah, I know it doesn't make sense, but it's a community. It definitely is a community. Yeah, definitely. We are going to run into your last now next, Sarah, if that is okay. Can I have your last read, your now read, and your next read?
Yes, my last read was Red Rising by Pierce Brown. My now read is, what is that one? Wanted by Lauren B. My next read is going to be Hollow, the Carlin Packman, this Twisted Scissors one.
Every time people say that, I'm like, is that like Hollow ML Burns? I was like, is that what you read?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
What were your thoughts on Red Rising?
Oh, I absolutely loved it. That was my first sci-fi one ever, and I was like went into it because obviously the book club, the online book club, book of the month, and I was frankly dreading it. I was like, I will never pick this book up. There's no way this book is going to be for me. No, 5 stars. I absolutely loved it.
I didn't have to.
Did you? Why? How? I thought the writing was so easy and fun to go through. I loved it.
I think my ADHD took over, and I think I had too much on that week. And I was just, I'm a mood reader anyway. And I was just like, nah, fuck this. I was trying to get interviews done. I was trying to do editing. I had so much going on. And then we were heading up, obviously, to the north to see you guys. So, like, I had too much on. And I was just like, I can't deal with this.
Right book, wrong time. You never know.
Yeah. I think I will pick it back up. I think I will pick it. Okay, Sarahlee, I am going to give you your quick fire questions. Some of these are just, they're just a bit of fun. We'll just go with it. Okay, so first question, soggy fish or soggy Pringles?
Soggy Pringles.
Oh,
both.
The people that know you will get that. Harley Beck or Leah Rivers?
Oh, Harley Beck.
Yeah. Dark romance or sports romance?
Dark romance.
Yeah. Elsie Silver or Paisley Hope?
Elsie Silver. I didn't like the last Paisley Hope one.
You didn't like Dove?
I had that as an arc. I hated it.
Jesus. Okay, that's a conversation for another day, isn't it? A book you wish you could reread for the first time again?
A Court of Thorn and Roses.
Yeah, I wish I had more appreciation for it, I think. I think that's what it is for me, yeah. Your favourite fictional boyfriend? It's Tamlin, isn't it?
Hayden. For sure.
Same, yeah. A book you stayed up all night to read?
Fourth Wing.
Oh, yeah. Your most underrated book?
The most underrated book is the Mindfuck series. The entire Mindfuck series, I think, is the most underrated book.
Yes, and I don't see enough hype about that series. Oh. I absolutely devoured that.
Absolutely, Infinite Stars, yes.
Yeah. Toucher and I, or Who Did This to You?
Oh, Toucher and I.
Yeah. Protective MMC or obsessive MMC? Yeah. So, Sarah, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been so much fun.
I know. I really enjoyed our time.